started. So first things first, my name is Benny. And yes, good morning. Can I start with Dennis? How are you, Dennis?
I'm so tired because
You
I'm
feel so tired.
yes,
What are you doing today? Do you have any plans?
and I get up. I just get up.
Okay, you just got up.
Yeah, got up.
Okay, and do you need to do something or go somewhere later?
I will go to school.
Okay. Um, may I ask, are you in high school or are you in university?
University.
Nice. And what do you study?
I'm study I'm study electric.
Like electrical engineering.
Yes, electrical engineering.
Okay, cool. Well, I think all of us, we just had a long weekend, a 3 day off weekend. Can
Yes.
you share with us what did you do?
I watch I watch movie, but I'm in in my house.
Okay, nice.
And I take I I drink some alcohol with my family.
Nice.
Yeah,
But remember, Dennis, because the story already happened, so we need to change drink to drink.
or drank.
Yes, nice. So you drank some alcohol with your family. Would you say it was a good weekend?
Yes, it's a good weekend.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I think for most people, it was a good weekend because, it's a long one. It was a long weekend.
Yes.
And yeah, even though for me, for example, I didn't do anything at all. I slept through the whole day yesterday, but still, it felt good. It felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anywho, thank you very much, Dennis, for sharing about your weekend and very nice to see you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Penny.
for that. Thank you. Next one, can I go to Narissa? Hello, Narissa.
Hello.
Hello. So, what are you, maybe first share with us your weekend.
Mm,
What did you do over the weekend?
I went to department store and watched TV with my family.
Okay, but you do them separately. You went to department stores and for maybe Saturday night, you stay home and watch TV with your family.
No, it's together.
Oh,
Just
so
yesterday.
what TV, like what TV do they have at the department store?
Oh, sorry. So watch movie.
Oh,
It's
yes,
movie. Yes.
there you go. Because I was like, why would you go to the department store to watch TV there? It's,
Okay.
it doesn't make sense. Nice, nice. And may I ask, which movie did you go and did you enjoy it?
侏罗纪公园.
Okay, so you went to Jurassic World.
Yes.
Okay, Jurassic World. And what do you think? Do you think it was exciting or boring or it was okay or it could be better or what do you think?
Mm, I think this is an exciting movie and very funny.
Very funny. Maybe we can say, how about let's use this word. Jurassic World is very entertaining. We can use this word entertaining. Entertain, it means to have fun. And so when we say something is, when you do it, you feel a lot of fun. We can say it's entertaining.
Oh,
It's entertaining. Yes. So maybe next time when you go to like exhibition, a show, or a movie. You want to tell people, yeah, it's fun. Like, at least I laughed. At least I enjoyed the time. Then you can say, yeah, it was entertaining. You can say it. Well, Narissa, can you very quickly tell me about, yourself? Maybe like what you do, and maybe some of the hobbies you have.
Okay, I live in Kaohsiung and I'm the receptionist in the grade school.
Okay, nice. And maybe one hobby.
Mm, I like go to travel.
You like traveling.
Traveling, yes.
You like traveling. Nice, nice. Well, very nice to see you, Narissa. And thank you for sharing about your weekend as well. Thank you for that. Well, for today's class, once again, my name is Benik, and we have Dennis and Narissa here. And I think, even though this is our first time meeting each other, but this is the last class of this course. So, yeah, so we are going to do a review of. I'm not sure if both of you guys were here for the previous 4 classes, but today we are going to do a review on the topic you should have, learned about. And we have 3 parts here. The 3 parts are how to describe locations, where they are, their positions. Is it next to 7-Eleven, or is it across from something, the positions, and how to give directions, which way, go straight, turn left, or turn right, etc. And then part 2, we want to talk about illnesses and health habits. So, some of the basic ways to say if you have a fever, when your body has high temperature, or when your stomach is hurting. How do you say that? And then we want to have a little discussion on if you are having some problems, some health issues, what habits you can have to help you to have some healthy habits. And lastly, we want to talk about work goals, and we was talk about work goals in 2 parts, where we want to talk about the goals we have accomplished in the past. So past tense, like, oh, I finished this, I finished that, or I accomplished that or this in the past. And possible future, talking about the things you want to do. So these are the 3 parts. And just a quick question, Dennis and Narissa, were you guys here for these 3 topics? Were you guys here, or were you guys in classes for these 3 topics?
No.
Yes? No? No. Well,
I lost my class.
I'm sorry, Dennis, can you say that again?
Sometimes I lost my
So
class.
sometimes you miss
Yes.
your class. You miss your class. It's all right. Well, because it's a review, so I will try to go a little faster. So Dennis and Narissa, at any point, something you don't understand or you have no idea what that word is, please let me know, okay? You need to let me know. Well, now, without further ado, let's get into the first part. So on this page, we are going to, just try to identify the places. They are the common places we have within a town or a community. We have post office, gas station, hospital, hardware store, restaurant, library, pharmacy, and police station. Can you guys maybe match them into the sentences or the answers on the right-hand side? Where can we find this? Or the place we can do this? So number 1, where can you send a package if you want to send a letter or send a package? Where can you go and do that?
Yes.
Post office.
Very good. Post office, very good. Or in Taiwan, a lot of people go to convenience store. Convenience store. Yeah, to do that. So, that's also a correct answer. How about number 2? Where can you borrow a book if you don't want to buy a book? You want to borrow, you want to borrow some used books. Where can you go and do that?
Library.
Very good. Library it is. Next one. You are driving. You are riding a scooter, and then you ran out of gas. You need to fill up the gas. Where can you go and do that?
Gas station.
Very good. Gas station. I would say gas station is it's a US term. In America, they use gas station. But if you go to other countries like the UK or maybe Australia, where they use British English, they will call it a petrol station.
Petrol station.
Yes. So depends on where you see the thing. The UK or Australia, they call it a petrol station. So same thing. When you are in America, you say, hey, I need to get gas. But in Australia, you will say, hey, I need to get petrol. I need to get petrol. Next one. It's not really a place where you go see doctors, but it's a place you can get pills or medications.
Pharmacy.
Very good. Pharmacy. Does anybody know the other word, drugstore? Have you guys heard of drugstore before?
Yes.
Yes. So drugstore is pretty much it's drugstore and pharmacy. They are pretty much the same. In English, the easiest way to describe a location is to talk about what kind of item they sell. And then we just say item and store. So if they sell drugs there, it's a drugstore. If they sell you hardware, tools, it's a hardware store. Or maybe if they sell you fast food there, then it's we will call it a restaurant, but you can also call it a store. So we call it store for the items they sell. For example, how do we call a place that sells clothes?
Clothes store.
Very good. You can say clothes store or clothing store.
Okay.
Or a place that sells footwear or shoes.
Shoes.
Very good. You can say shoe store
Shoe store.
or footwear store because we wear them on our foot. So we can say footwear or shoe store. So yeah, that's it. So they sell computers, a computer store. So a type of store. Next one, where can you eat a burger and French fries?
Fast food store.
Very good. You can say fast food store. Or we can, it doesn't always have to be a restaurant, but here it says it's a burger, it's a French fries. It sounds more like a fast food restaurant or a fast food store. Next one, where can you see a doctor?
Hospital.
Hospital.
Very good. The big one is hospital, but in Taiwan, a lot of people, they don't go to hospitals. They go to the small ones. We call it clinics.
Clinic.
Yes. So do you guys know what's the difference between a clinic and a hospital?
Yes.
Yes. Narissa, what's the difference? Can you maybe use easy English and tell us?
Clinic is more small than hospital.
Yes, it's true. Clinic is smaller than a clinic is smaller than a hospital. And usually I think at a hospital we have all the departments, taking care, treating you for everything. If you have a heart problem, you have a bone problem, they have different departments. But usually clinic is for one thing. This is maybe this is a ET this is a ETN doctor, ear, throat, nose doctor, or maybe this clinic only look at your skin. Your skin, we say dermatology. So this is a dermatology clinic. So usually a clinic, they only treat one kind of problems. So yeah. Next one. Where can you report a crime?
Police station.
Very good. Police station. You can say police station or police office. They are both okay. And the last one. Where can you buy household tools? Hardwares.
Hardware store.
Very good. Hardware store. Now, Narissa and Dennis, can you guys tell me, in your own community, that means the place you live, near you, what kind of stores or locations you have in your community? For example, because I live in the residential area, I live in a residential area. Residential, it means it's for living. It's not for business. It's not for shopping. So I live in a residential area. We don't have any stores here. So of course we have a police station and a fire department. They are required by the law. But other than that, of course, we have 4 convenience stores. But that's it. We don't have any restaurants or pharmacies. Any of that, we don't. Because it's a residential area.
Oh.
So how about you guys, Dennis and Narissa? What stores do you have, or what places do you have in your community or in your area?
I live in a residential area, so nearly by my home is convenience store.
Okay, yes. 1 or 2 convenience stores.
Just
One. Okay, so a convenience store, and
we also have like clinic or police station, but it is so far.
okay, but they are very far.
Yes, they are very far. They are very far with my home.
From your home.
From my home.
Okay.
So near clearly from my home is convenience store.
Okay, so the closest one.
Yes.
The closest one from your home is a convenience store.
Yes.
But I would say it's still better than nothing, because convenience stores in Taiwan, they can do a lot of things.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so that's still good. That's still good. Anything else? Or that's it?
That is.
That's it. Okay, thank you for sharing, Dennis. Thank you for that. Yeah, I believe sometimes, you will want to have a restaurant. Sometimes you want to have a clinic and other places. But because we can do so many different things at a convenience store in Taiwan,
Yes.
just having convenience store, sometimes it's enough. Sometimes it's enough, yeah. Thank you. Narissa, how about you?
Yes, I'm living near the university.
Okay, nice.
And so
That means you probably have everything.
I have
Yes, give us some examples.
there is have
There are
there are 2 convenience stores, and one library, school library, and a lot of restaurants.
Nice. I know that usually near universities there are always a lot of restaurants.
Yes,
Yeah.
and two clinic.
Nice. Two clinics. And
Yes, not at all.
that's all. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah. Maybe in many other businesses, maybe. Because I know having a university next to your house or the place you live, usually we have a lot of businesses around a school campus, like a lot of cafes or yeah, cafes, because students love to go to cafes, and then maybe there will be one or two pharmacies and restaurants. There's always a lot of restaurants, so yeah, it would be a more busy neighborhood compared to others. Thank you for sharing as well, Narisa. Well, if you guys don't have questions about, at least describing the businesses or the places you have near you, then that's now continue. Now on this page, we just want to make sure you know how to say the phrase or use the phrase on the corner. So what is on the corner? Can someone use simple English and tell us? For example, I would say the library is on the corner of Lombard Street and Mason Street. So the library is on the corner of Lombard Street and Mason Street. It's on the corner of these two streets. So on the corner, it means when you have two things or two edges, two streets meet each other, that place is a corner. And we will say on the corner. And on the corner, yes. And here, I will type it here. On the corner is the corner outside. So I am standing outside a 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven is outside. So 7-Eleven is on these two streets. But if I am sitting inside a restaurant, the corner, we still have corners inside restaurants, then I would say, oh, I am sitting in the corner of the restaurant eating my food. So depends on where you are. If you are talking about something corners, then if it's outside, open area, you need to say on. If it's inside, you need to say in. And you can use off. Off, it means a thing's corner. So I am not talking about the corner in your room. I am not talking about the corner of the street. I am talking about the corner of my bedroom. Then my bed is in the corner of my room. So of a thing's corner. So we will talk about that thing. We will talk about that thing. So can you guys try to make a sentence using in the corner or on the corner? You don't always need to use of the thing. Sometimes you don't, but you can give us more details by saying the corner of my room, the corner of First Street and Second Street. Can you guys think about an example using on the corner or in the corner?
The pharmacy is on the corner of Hyde Street and Union Street.
Very good. So yeah, the pharmacy is on the corner because it's on a open space. It's on the corner of High Street and William Street. Very good. Thank you for the example. Narissa, can you think about another one, maybe using in the corner?
In the corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, Dennis just gave us the example Hyde Street and Union Street. Now William, I'm sorry. Union. Yes, thank you for that. I'm sorry, back to you, Narissa.
The cat is behind the sofa in the corner.
Okay, very good. Very good. You can say the cat is behind the sofa in the corner, or you can say the cat is in the corner behind the sofa. They are both correct. Very good. They are both correct. So thank you very much. That's a very good example. But yeah, that's on the corner. So just for the purpose of it, can you guys tell me where is the hospital according to the map? Where is the hospital?
Hospital
Is on the corner of Jackson Street and Powell Street.
Very good. The hospital is on the corner of Jackson and Powell Streets. Very good. Very good. Well, apparently you guys don't have questions about how to use on the corner and in the corner. Next one, I want to mention this. Across from. If you have two things on the opposite end of a street, or you have two things, they are not on the same side, they are on the different opposite side, then we will say across from. So maybe, for example, we can say, okay, we can say Washington Square and the post office, they are both on Stockton. They are both on Stockton Street, but they are on the two different sides of Stockton Street. Then you can say, yeah, the post office is across from Washington Square. So that's how we say it. Can someone think about another example using across from? So it means you are at the same place, maybe on the same street, but two different sides.
Okay.
Like Taiwan is across from China, for example. We are, there's a tiny sea between us, but we are on the different sides. So China is across from Taiwan.
Taiwan is across from China.
Sure, I think that's the sentence I just
Yes.
Yeah, maybe, for example, do you guys know in Taipei there's a Danshui River? And then maybe we can say Danshui is across from Bali. They are on the two sides of the river. So that's another example. Thank you, Dennis, for that, even though I said it already, but thank you. Well, if you guys don't have questions about cross from, I want to move along. So here, we have more terminologies, we have more words on this page. And I won't talk about them first, but instead, I will read the paragraph here. And can you guys tell me what store or what location are we talking about? So you are at the intersection of Montgomery and Vallejo. Go west on Vallejo for 3 blocks and turn left. Go 1 block. The store or the location is on the right. So where are we going? So usually when you see the word starts with inter, Inter, it means two ways or connecting together.
Oh,
So, for example, internet is a net that connects everything together. So it's the internet. And section is like a part, is a section. You have two parts, two sections meet together.
yes.
So we would call this this is an intersection.
Okay.
Yes. Or maybe maybe I want to change something with Narissa. We can interchange. So inter. So yeah, you are at the intersection of Montgomery and Vallejo. Go west on Vallejo for 3 blocks and turn left. Go 1 block. It's on the right. Where is it? So this is Montgomery.
Yes.
This is Vallejo.
Like the corner.
Yes. The bank. Okay, maybe let's do it together. So you are at the intersection of Montgomery and Vallejo. So that's here.
Yes.
And then we want to go west. So west is east. Oh, I'm sorry. West is left or right?
Left.
Left. Very good. So left for 3 blocks. 1 block, 2 blocks, and 3 blocks. And go 1, and then, we want to turn left.
Turn left.
Very good. 1 block. It is the bank. It is the bank. Thank you, Dennis. How about Narissa? Can you try this one? You are now at the intersection of Chestnut and Powell. Go south on Powell for just 1 block. Then go west on Lombard, 1 block. And it is across the street.
What a meaning.
Sure. So we need to find Chestnut and Powell first. So we need to find Chestnut and Powell first. And go south.
My library.
Very good. It is the library. So go south for 1 block, then turn left. I'm sorry, turn right. That means go west for 1 block. And it's on this street that doesn't have a name, but it's across from it, the library. Very good. Dennis, do you want to try this one?
Yes, I want to.
And thank you, Narissa. So you are at the intersection of Broadway and Powell. Go south on Powell. Go 2 blocks and turn left. The building or the location is on the right.
Wait a minute.
Of course.
So, I will watch this mess.
Yeah, it's very messy.
Yes.
We have Broadway and Powell.
And Powell. And go 2 blocks. Go south on the Powell. I see south and go to 2 blocks. 1, 2, and turn left. It is on. I don't think any.
You don't see anything.
Yes.
I think this one is it is the hospital.
No.
It is the hospital. It is the hospital. This one is a little bit tricky because it just tells you to turn left, but it doesn't tell you if you need to go any blocks or for how long. It just asks you to turn left. That's it.
Oh.
So we start here. Yes.
And
then go
south on the Powell.
Yes, for 2 blocks.
1, 2. Oh,
2.
Hospital. And,
Yes.
And go 2 blocks.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Maybe see that's the thing. I think they should change the sentence here. Because when they say go south on Powell, go 2 blocks, it sounds like it's 2 different instructions. But they should change it to they should say maybe go south on Powell for 2 blocks. They should say that.
But
And turn left.
but this sentence is different things. So
To be honest though, we can say go south. It just tells you the direction, but it hasn't asked you to go how far.
yeah, so I don't know how far I can I can go 我可以走到世界尽头。
I know, that's it. That's why. And I think this is bad phrasing because they put it into 2 sentences. So I think the purpose for this is because, they just want to tell you which direction you should go. And then they tell you go 2 blocks.
Okay.
Yes. But I think it's easier if they can put 2 sentences into one. Just go south for 2 blocks. It's much clearer. It's much clearer and easier to understand. I agree with you. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. When we are giving directions, we can say, oh, you go straight. So just go down the road and you walk 100 meters, for example. But you can still understand, even though they are 2 sentences. I say, oh, go down this road.
Okay, oh, I know.
Yeah, it's just...
We go south on Power and go 2 block.
Yes.
Turn left.
Turn left. It means like this.
Yes.
So 2 blocks, turn left, and it's on your right-hand side.
Yes.
It is the hospital.
Yes, it is hospital.
Yes, I would say, yeah, because they put the 2 instructions into 2 separate sentences, it's a little confusing. But yeah, good job, Dennis. Good job for that. Thank you very much. Well, if you guys don't have questions about how to, ask for directions, I will maybe leave the last one here as a practice. So, as an extra practice, maybe later today or tomorrow, you can try to read through the instruction here and then try to identify where are we going, where is the location. And now I'm going to officially get into our part 2 topic of talking about symptoms. And just a quick note. Oh, give me 1 second. I don't know why. Oh, there you go. I just cleared all the drawing. Here, just a quick note. When we are talking about illnesses, for example, like a cold or diabetes, usually illnesses, they are what makes you sick. So something is making you sick. That is a illness. But when we talk about symptoms, usually it means how the sickness shows on your body. So for example, symptom. I'm sorry, I'm missing a P. Symptom. So for example, I have a cold. A cold is a illness because the cold is making me sick. And then when I have a cold, I might have a runny nose. So runny nose is how the cold shows on my body. So it's a very good. So runny nose is a symptom, but cold is an illness. So that's the difference. Now let's try to identify these symptoms. So number 1, when we feel stressful, or maybe when we have a cold, one of the symptoms would be you have a headache, your head is hurting. And the suggestion is you should take a painkiller or a pain reliever. By the way, in English, most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, we can count the illness. We can count the symptom. So a runny nose, a sore throat, a headache, we can count. illnesses and symptoms. So remember, you need to say How about let's try number 2. So this person, her body temperature is very high. Her body is getting hotter and hotter. What does she have?
She looks so tired.
Yes, you can say she is tired. Sure. You can say she is tired.
Yes.
But she is tired is not really it can be a symptom, I guess. But now I want to specifically talking about her body temperature is very high. Her body is very hot.
Oh,
How do I say it?
发烧
And how do we say that in English? We call that a
have
fever.
a fever.
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 Can you guys say the word with me? Fever.
Fever.
Very good. So fever, it means hot body temperature.
Oh,
Ten. I forgot how to spell temperature.
let me help you.
I think it's temperature. It should be like that, temperature. Okay, I will double check with the spelling. I'm sorry. Because, sometimes I forgot how to spell some words. It happens. Oh, it's a E, not a A. So, I'm sorry. So, temperature is TEMPERA.
TUR.
Yes, thank you for that, Dennis. So, we don't really say temperature. We say temperature. Very good. Temperature.
Yes.
And here, yes. So she has a fever. Again, fever means you have high or hot body temperature. Do you have any suggestion for her? Maybe what do you think she should do? She should do what?
Take some medicine.
Sure. Maybe she should take some medicine. Narissa, any other suggestion?
She should go to see a doctor.
Sure, I think especially if you are in Taiwan, going to a doctor is convenient and not expensive. It's cheap, so it's easier to just go to a doctor. Very good. She should go and see a doctor. Very good. How about number 3? I think his throat is not comfortable. He's like, so what does he have? How do we say this?
So.
Sure. You can say he has a sore throat. A sore throat, it means his throat is feeling uncomfortable. Or you can also say what Narissa said. He has a cough. Very good. They are both correct. They are both okay. Sore throat is more like the throat is feeling uncomfortable. Cough is like when it does this, like then it's a cough. Any suggestions, Janice and Narissa? What should he do?
He should.
He should drink some hot water.
Very good. Drink some hot or at least warm water, not cold water. Very good. Dennis, give us another one.
He should eat some candy, like 喉糖那种。
Okay, yes, some candy. Maybe you can say some candy for the throat.
Yes.
We call that a lozenge.
Oh. Lotion.
A lozenge.
Lotion.
Yes.
Lotion.
So lozenge is what we say the throat candy.
Oh.
Yes. So he should take some lozenge. Or if you take a lot, lozenges. Yes. I would say though, if you are feeling very, very uncomfortable, you can take some lozenges, but it's not really a good idea because it just eases the tension. It doesn't cure, it doesn't make your throat better. So yeah. So taking too much lozenges, too many lozenges is actually bad for you. But that's a suggestion. If you need to give a speech or if you need to talk, then you need the immediate relief. You need to feel better right away. Then lozenge is faster. Thank you for the suggestion, Dennis and Narissa. Well, here, how about here? Number 4, your stomach is hurting. How do we say that? I have a what?
I have
For example, my head is hurting. So I can say ache and then it becomes headache.
stomach.
Very good. But here, because stomach is already stomach,
Stomach.
and then you have ache. So you need to say stomachache.
Stomachache.
Yes, because stomach is already k, and then you have ache. So it's like cake, stomachache, stomachache. Very good. What should you do when you have a stomachache?
You should go to restaurant.
Yes, yeah, sure. You should go to the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet.
You should go to the toilet. Yeah, maybe try to sit on the toilet for a little while, see if anything comes out. Yeah. Narissa, how about another suggestion? Thank you, Dennis.
You should have some medicine.
Okay, yes. You should have some medicine. You should take some, we call the medicine for our stomach. The most popular one is called antacid.
That's it.
Yes, the most popular medicine for our stomach is called antacid. But I think in Taiwan, some popular stomach pills like Wakamoto and others. So you can say that as well. Maybe in Taiwan, you can say, hey, take some, Wakamoto. It's a Japanese stomach medicine.
Yes.
But in America, the most popular one is antacid. Thank you for that, Narissa. Number 5, you have a tooth problem. Maybe you have a cavity. So cavity is like a hole in your tooth. So you have a cavity.
Yeah.
And so what's the symptom? Maybe we can say he has a cavity. What else? What else can we say? How do we say my tooth is hurting, is aching?
He has toothache.
Very good, but we need to count it. Remember, we can count. So he has a toothache. Very good. He has a toothache. It's actually very, very easy. You just say, this body part is hurting. Then it's, I have a body part ache. My shoulder is hurting. For example, one of my shoulders, just one.
Yes.
One shoulder is hurting. How do I say it?
One shirt head.
I have
I have shoulder
ache. Very good. What if both of my shoulders are hurting? Not just one, both are hurting. How do I say it?
I have shoulder ache. Shoulder aches.
Very good. Shoulder aches. We count the ache. Here, 其实 ache 当名词，它是一个疼痛的痛源。你只是补充哪里的 shoulder 上的，可是我们要数 ache. So yeah, ache. Yes, so ache is the origin of the pain. So we need to count the ache. 1 ache, 2 aches, or many aches. And shoulder or tooth or stomach, it's just telling us where is the origin, where the pain is coming from. It's
Yes.
describing. Number 5. So he has a cavity. He has a toothache. Any suggestions?
Should go to dentist.
Yes. I would say this is the best one. Just, don't try to do anything at home. Just go to the dentist.
Yes.
Very good. Just go to the dentist. Last one. Your heart is hurting. She, or maybe her chest. We can say this is the chest area, or her heart is hurting.
She had a heartache.
Yes, very good. She has a heartache. But usually we use heartache because you have a broken heart.
Yes, broken heart.
Yes, like you just broke up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, then you have a heartache. Usually, medically speaking, if you are talking about your body, your heart is really hurting, then usually we will call it a heart attack, or maybe we will call it a heart attack, or maybe a cardio arrest, or we call maybe a heart palpitation. We have different names because heart is a very important organ. So we have many different names for heart problems. And when you say heartache, it's not really the physical pain. It's like I feel sad. I have a heartache because my boyfriend or my girlfriend broke up with me. So yeah. So that's the so heartache is more for feelings. It's more for feelings.
Oh.
Yes. Just this is a very strange one. But yeah, you can say she has a heartache. Any suggestions for her?
If she has a heartache, she needs some alcohol. But she has a heart attack. Maybe she should go to hospital.
Yes, nice. I think maybe we want to be, more encouraging. I mean, a lot of people drink alcohol when they have a heartache, but maybe let's try ice cream first. I think ice cream is better than alcohol. Yes.
Black.
Yeah, so maybe she needs some ice cream if she is having a heart attack, a heartache. Yeah, or go to a hospital. I would say, what if the hospital or the clinic is very far away? Is there something we can do right away? Because I mean, having a heart attack or a cardiac arrest is very serious. Like you could die.
Call 119.
I'm sorry, Narisa, can you say that again?
Call 119.
Very good. Maybe, you will call 119 or maybe try to control your feeling. I'm sorry, try to control your breathing. Try to control your breathing. Or, I'm sorry, yes, Narisa?
CPR.
CPR, yes, I was about to get to that. If, say, you passed out or someone passed out, you need to perform a CPR. To be honest, traditionally, they always tell you, you try to, press the chest and you try to breathe into the mouth. Tilt the chin and breathe into the mouth. But between breathing into the mouth and then pressing the chest is more effective. So if in the future you need to perform a CPR for someone, pressing the chest is more useful, and try to do that. You just try to lift your arms straight and use your body weight to compress the chest area. And usually we don't choose side. We would try to press the middle. So where the rib cages are, we have bones around our chest. We call them rib cage. So you try to press the center here down the bottom. So yeah, that's some tips. Or after this class, just Google CPR. At least you need to know how to do that. It's very important. So thank you very much, Narissa. She should maybe see a doctor or have someone perform a CPR. Or thank you for that, Dennis. She needs alcohol if that's a heartache. Now, just a quick. I don't want to do the practice on this page, but can you guys share with me? You can use the examples here, the habits we have here, but can you guys share with me some of the good habits or healthy habits you have, or unhealthy habits you are aware of? Maybe you always go to bed early. That's a healthy habit. But you eat too much ice cream or you drink too much alcohol, then that's an unhealthy habit. Can you guys share with me some of the healthy and unhealthy habits you have?
I should exercise every day.
Okay, so for now, you don't really exercise a lot and you think you should. Nice. I mean, I'm the same. I always have plans to exercise, but I never actually do it. So I should put my exercise plans into motion. Like I need to do them. But a healthy habit you already have, Marisa. Maybe you always go to bed early, or you always eat vegetables and fruit. Excuse me, every day. Something like that.
I shouldn't go to bed late.
That sounds like an unhealthy habit again. But it's okay. It's okay. So you usually go to bed late, and you think you shouldn't.
Yes.
Yes. What time do you usually go to bed?
12 o'clock.
Oh, that's like nothing. That's like
Really?
nothing. That's nothing. Yeah. Sometimes I finish my class after 12 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, and I usually go to bed 6 in the morning, 6 a.m.
Oh my God.
I know. For example, this morning I went to bed at 7 a.m. So I only slept for 2 or 3 hours, I think. I only slept for 2 hours. I'm feeling very tired. But yeah, I think 12 is okay. Narissa, what time do you usually get off work? Like you can get off work and get home.
About 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay. I wouldn't say it's early, but it's not too late. Maybe in my definition, Narissa, I would say you always go to bed early. That's a good habit. That's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, that's a good habit. Dennis, what time do you usually go to bed?
Usually I'm go to bed 1 or 2 at 1 or 2 a.m.
Yeah, see, Narissa goes to bed relatively early. That's early.
Early.
Yes. Yeah. How about yes, Dennis, it's your turn. And thank you, Narissa, for sharing.
Yeah.
Maybe share with us a healthy habit, possibly another unhealthy one, or once.
Yeah. Unhealthy. Like smoke.
So you smoke.
Yes.
How much do you smoke?
1 year.
Do you smoke like 1 cigarette a day or 1 pack a day?
No. One pack is too much.
Okay, so
I'm one.
1 cigarette.
Yes.
Okay, 1 cigarette. I mean, not smoking is still better than smoking. But if you are already a smoker, if you can control how much you smoke, I think one is much better because I know some people they smoke like 12 or 2 packs a day. And yeah, that would be too much. But yeah, I would say smoking would be an unhealthy habit.
Yes.
Anything else?
Drink alcohol.
Okay. How much do you drink?
好多
So you drink a lot of alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah. I used to do the same as well, but not anymore because I'm getting too old. I'm getting older. Yeah. How much do you drink? As in, do you drink like a whole bottle of whiskey or like maybe a box of beer?
Beer.
Okay, beer. Nice, nice. I would say drinking is okay. Like for example, a lot of my friends, including my sister, they drink like a cup of red wine or maybe just a bottle of beer every day. I think it's okay. A little drinking is okay. Just make sure it's not too much. Just make sure it's not too much. You know, I used to spend like probably $20,000 a night on drinking. I used to go out partying on the weekend, maybe on a Saturday, and then I would easily spend more than $20,000 on alcohol in one night. But I don't do that anymore because I think it's a waste of money and it's very unhealthy. And yeah, so I think it's just, depends on what lifestyle we have. And well, Dennis, you just shared 2 unhealthy habits. Can you maybe give us one healthy habit you have?
Oh, good habit.
Yes, a good habit. It can be anything. Maybe you go to the toilet every day. That's a healthy habit.
I have a good habit. Like I do exercise, like go jogging.
Nice. How often?
How often?
Every day or every two
Every
days?
day.
Every day. Nice.
Yes.
That's definitely a healthy habit. Try to, get your body moving and active. There you go. Thank you, Dennis, for sharing. And so there you go. Well, for the purpose of this class, Dennis and Narissa, if you want to, you can use this page to do the practice. So we have 6 habits down the bottom. Try to categorize them. Are they healthy habits or are they unhealthy habits? And same thing. I will leave the next couple pages as a practice. So, for example, he doesn't do a regular checkup. It means he doesn't just, check out his body if everything is okay. And when he is sick, he doesn't go to the doctor and just take medications. We say medicine you can buy at the pharmacies without a doctor, without a prescription. We call it over-the-counter medicine. So, for example, over-the-counter medicine and prescribed medicine. The difference is some medicine, they are very dangerous. You need a doctor to say yes, then it's prescribed. Some medicine is like, okay, you can just take it, then you can just buy it. It's over-the-counter medicine. And can you guys give him the suggestion he should do what? For example, same thing on this page. He works 12 hours a day. He has a very stressful lifestyle. And he's always thinking about work, worrying about work. Any suggestions you can give him? So try to use this page as a practice as well. And here, we talked about this earlier. Smoke cigarettes, and in this case, this person smokes almost one pack a day, and he or she drinks a lot of alcohol. Suggestions. So here, the last one, not getting enough sleep. So use these 4 pages to do the practice, what they should do or they shouldn't do, if you guys can. And I'm sorry for running late. But now that's getting to our last part of today's class, talking about goals. but because we are running a little late, I will just show you the answers. But I want to ask you guys, do you have any questions about the verbs here? Because we will use them. We will see them again later. Do you have questions about list, select, and display? Maybe you don't know what it means or how to use the word. Dennis and Narissa. Yes or no?
Display is main cancer.
Display, it means to show. Like, oh, look at this. Maybe like, oh, look at this. I want everyone who come to my house see my glasses. So I put it on the shelf, on the display, so everyone can see it. So display, it means to show. To show. Yes, you know how some people, they like to put some like very expensive wine bottles or maybe whiskey bottles on the shelves to show. See, this is like a 35 years old whiskey. So I put it on display. I display it. I show it. So there you go. Yes, any other words? How about, can someone use the word to make the sentence display? It can be a verb. I show you something. I display something. Or you want to say, I put something on display. It means showing everyone on display. And Dennis or Narissa, can someone think about one example of sentence using display?
Our display.
Make a sentence using the word display. Maybe, you know, a lot of the stores inside the a lot of the shops and stores inside the department store display beautiful bags.
Oh.
Yes, you can say that. They show you a lot of beautiful bags and clothes. They display a lot of beautiful bags and clothes inside the stores. Can you guys think about another example? So, yes?
I display my video on the YouTube, like
Yes.
这个叫做 vlog.
Vlog.
Yes.
Very good. You can say that. Maybe you can say your vlog displays your
My life.
Your life. Yes, you can say that. You can say that. Very good. So everyone who goes to your vlog, your YouTube channel, can see about your life, your videos and everything. So, you know, your vlog displays your life, your daily life. Very good. Thank you for that. And when we talk about something that's already happened in the past, maybe this morning, last weekend, we will use past tense. And most of the verbs in past tense form, they are ed. So listed, selected, displayed. So do you guys know how to use past tense verbs?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes. How about, I will move along. Let's come to this page. We have brainstorm, make, and reach. Any questions about these three verbs? Yes or no? Hello, Narissa and Dennis. Questions? Yes. Feel free to ask, or no, they are easy, you know them.
I don't know. Brainstorm.
Brainstorm, okay. It's like a storm inside your brain. So in English, we say think and come up with an idea. That's all think together and have some ideas. We can say that's brainstorm together. So brainstorm, it means to think and come up with ideas. So yeah.
Like
So
a
make.
pen.
I'm sorry.
Like pen.
Yes, like a plan. Very good. Like
In
a
the
plan.
future. Okay.
Yes. But brainstorm is more like you don't know what to do at all.
Oh,
So you need to think about some ideas first.
okay, okay.
And yeah, but you can say plans as well. But plans are more like you have an idea. You just need to look into the details, time and place and etc.
Oh, I know.
Yes. So there you go. So can someone make a sentence using the using the word brainstorm? So think about a whole new idea, a new thing.
Okay, I know.
So Dennis or Narissa, can you guys make a sentence using brainstorm?
Like a sentence.
Yes, make a sentence using brainstorm.
Okay, I brainstorm uh, be a rock star in the future.
Can you say the sentence one more time?
I brainstorm be
It sounds more like a wish. It's not really a brainstorm. For example, a brainstorm would be, for example, when I was a student, when we were at school, the teacher would say, now we want to talk about this topic, all the landmarks, all the beautiful wonders around the world. And now you need to get into groups and think about what you want to write about the landmarks. Do you want to write about the history of the landmark Taipei 101, for example? Or do you want to write about, how to build it, for example? So now get together and brainstorm about ideas, what you want to write. So brainstorm, it means to think about an idea. So maybe, for example, now let's think about what you want to eat for dinner tonight. We need to think about ideas for dinner. So that's brainstorm. So brainstorm, it means to think about ideas. So I don't think you can brainstorm to be a star. You can wish to be a star, but you cannot brainstorm to become a star.
We brainstorm what we could in tonight.
Can you say it again, Narissa?
We brainstorm what we cook in tonight.
Yes, tonight, just tonight.
Tonight.
Very good. So, hey, we have a lot of leftover food. We still have, a lot of vegetables and meat. And we have some steak. We have some, maybe other kind of vegetables. We need to think about what we can cook, we can make out of the food we have. That's brainstorm. So yeah, so we brainstorm what to cook for tonight or tonight. Very good. So that's brainstorm. Well, if you guys don't have questions about the 6 verbs here, list, select, display, and brainstorm, make, and reach, I will ask you guys to try to use the examples here on this page. So sentences here on this page. So we have sentence number 1. Marie thought of some goals. She thought of all the ideas and put them on a piece of paper. Can we change thought of onto another word? Actually, let's do it together here. So we have list, we have select, we have display, we have brainstorm, we have make, and then what's the last one? I forgot. We have reach. Ooh. Okay, I need to type it again. So we have list, we have select, we have display, we have brainstorm, and then we have make, and then we have reach. Can you guys try to replace thought of using these 6 words? So she needed to think of all the ideas and put them on a piece of paper. She thought of all the ideas and put them on a piece of paper. What can we change the word to? Thought of.
Brainstorm.
Very good. But past tense, how do we say it?
Brainstorm.
Very good. Brainstormed. Very good. Brainstormed. Now, number 2, Marie chose 1 or 2 of the best ideas and she chose the goals. She picked some of the goals by deciding which ones were most important to her. Can we change chose to another word? Yes, select. But past tense. We need to say selected. Very good. Selected. 我们过去式啊，拼法通常都是加 d 或 ed， 那发音呢都是原本那个字怎么念，加上一个 的声音就好了。Brainstormed, displayed, reached。可是如果你的字是 t 或 ed 结尾的时候，你要说 t 的或 d 的，像 decided, selected. So remember, you need to say it. So very good. She selected the goals by deciding which ones were most important to her. And now, here on this page, number 3, hopefully you guys still remember the words. Marie posted the goals on the refrigerator and worked on them every day. She remembered them because they were posted where she could see them. What can we change the word to? Post. What can we change the word to?
Displayed.
Very good. Displayed. Very good. So posted, you want to show it. You displayed it. Very good. And number 4, Marie accomplished many goals. Marie finished many goals. She accomplished the goals by working on them with every opportunity she had. You can use the words we just looked at or other words, different words if you want to. You can use the word we just talked about or other words.
List.
Yes, Narissa. You say?
She listed the goals by working on them with every opportunity she had.
Very good. She reached. So reach is like to get there. Very good. Or maybe accomplished. We can say the easier one. She finished or she achieved. In English, we have a lot of synonyms. Synonyms means words with same meaning. In English, we have many different words. They have the same meaning. It's because in English, we don't like to use the same word again and again and again. They hate that in English. So every time when we talk about something the same, we will just change the word every time. So she reached, she finished, she achieved her goals. Thank you for that, Narissa. Number 5. Oh, no number 5. Well, in that case, I don't really want to do this page, so I will just show you. But now I want you guys to share with me before we go, because for the last part is talking about goals, and because we used past tense for those verbs. So I want you guys to share with me or share with us some of the goals you have accomplished in the past, and give us a time. If you can give us a time. So maybe when you were in high school, you did something. Or maybe in the first year of your university, at your first job, give us a time. When? And what did you do? What you accomplished? What you accomplished. Can you guys share with us? Maybe one is okay. If you can share two, that would be better. But think about one thing you have accomplished. It doesn't have to be work. It can be like achievement. Something it's like it's difficult to do. Maybe you ran for ultra marathon, 42 kilometers, 42 kilometers when you were in university. Not many people can run an ultra marathon. So that is an accomplishment. So you can say, I ran for an ultra marathon when I was in the uni, for example. This is just an example. I never ran for any ultra marathon. But yeah. So yeah, but I want you guys to not just give me an example, but really something you have done before. It's an accomplishment. Or if you really feel like, I don't really think I have accomplished anything at all. Yeah. If you can say, I don't think I have accomplished anything. If you think that's the answer, you can say it as well. But try to think about one. Maybe you saved someone's life. You helped an old lady. That's an accomplishment as well. Or maybe it was a school competition, maybe a basketball game, or maybe, it can be any achievements. For example, I used to teach at a high school in a rural side of Taiwan. When I first got back to Taiwan about 5 years ago, I taught English at some high school in Zhanghua. It's like in the middle of nowhere. And because they didn't have any resources, they didn't have, unlike students who go to school in Taipei, they have a lot of like new books or different devices, materials they can use. They don't have the resources there. So I organized a lot of English event when I was teaching there for 1 year. I organized like English week. I organized like a English fair. So for the whole day, the whole school would speak in English, for example. So I was interviewed by some TV channel. And then the educational department, the Taiwan educational department, they really liked my work. So they invited me to give a seminar to other English teachers in Taiwan. So I gave a speech. I talked in front of hundreds of other English teachers. So I would say that is an accomplishment. That would be an accomplishment. Anywho, Dennis, can you think about anything or not?
Or not?
Not. It's all right. Well, in that case, because Narissa just messaged me saying she needs to go now, and because this is the last part of the class, Dennis and Narissa, if you can, please try to review the class again and try to practice English every day. Say if we have a class again in the future, feel free to ask any kind of questions you want. And that pretty much concludes our class for today. So before we go, Dennis and Narissa, do you have anything you want to share or add on before we go? Yes? No? Well, then I will end the session now. Please try to practice English every day. For now, thank you guys very much. Dennis and Narissa. Thank you.
Thank you.
And have a good day. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.